Good morning.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Thanks for joining us this morning.
Well,
Let's talk
thank you
about
for having me.
your work in the movie industry and your journey so far.
Yeah. First, my name is Dr. Isatu Kakay-Diallo, and I've been in the industry, Sierra Leone movie industry, for the last 4.5 years, 2024. I mean, sorry, 2020. And from that time to now, I've done quite a few movies. And I believe many people know me for that, starting from Sarah Tong, Scuffle, Big Yard. And also, I've been working on quite a few projects that are still ongoing while some are about to premiere. And I'm also the president and CEO for KID-AFAN Company Limited. I live in New York, and I've been here for over 25 years. But I see myself with passion for Sierra Leone film industry and also trying to invest into entertainment. But my background, many of you may know who are listening to me, I'm a family nurse practitioner with a doctorate in nursing. But we all want to see how best we can invest, promote our country, see how best we can bring new ideas, from what we've learned, whether it's from home or whether it's from abroad, thereby, working with other filmmakers and ensuring that we can create impact in society and also part of the nation building, as always.
You have, it's been a short period, your presence in the film industry, but the impact is greater than the time you've spent in the industry. What drives you to make such an investment in the film industry in Sierra Leone?
As I stated in that overview or that brief summary of who I am, and when you have passion for something, despite challenges that have been happening over the years with different films or different investment, you continue. You need that passion in order to continue. You need to know that we're in a country where there's more to be done, where people want to do films, but then they face challenges like finance. And for some of us, living here, despite our background, we continue putting money into it just because we believe in the country, we believe in the talent that people have. But again, it has not been easy. I won't tell any Sierra Leonean that, but I do encourage people out there to see how best they can come in and invest as well. So yeah, as you stated, the impact has been great. We are talking about movies from 1 through 11. I'm on my 11th project right now over these 4 years. And that's not the only investment I have done in Sierra Leone industry. I've done other investments, around the entertainment sector.
Your personality joins the congregation of extremely brilliant and resourceful young people who are doing quite well in the film and music industry this morning. We have Ambassador Phoebe Mswil, who's one. Recently, we hosted a lady who's called Alimatu Sise. She's also a producer. But among the things she spoke about on that day is the stark lack of support in Sierra Leone. Do you think, indeed, that a lack of support from not least, politicians and highly placed individuals in Sierra Leone is a problem to the creative industry?
Absolutely. I believe that's one of our biggest challenges that we are facing in the industry, from people that are casted into films, to me, I start with them first, because if you are a part of a project, you're expected to, promote that project. You don't need to leave the project for the producer to be the one to only, disseminate the information out there. That's been one of my biggest challenges since I've started producing films. I'm not only producing, I'm also being the executive producer, which we all understand is the one bringing money. So that's a big challenge. That's more than half of the amount you can entail, and say, you know what, I've casted this person, I'm expecting them to work with me until the production is out there, until the world sees it. So the challenges is there. So I encourage actors, actresses, people that are part of the project to promote the project, because that will give you the motivation, and also knowing that everybody that is part of this project is embracing, as Phoebe is there, a producer like myself, and also we're not just producing, we're executively producing, we also acting, we're doing other things that, you see, you're going beyond just what a producer will do. And the producer is the one overseeing all these projects, coordinating things, hiring, and so forth. Then we come to the government, aspect of things. Currently, we'll see where we have two different bodies, going back and forth, trying to see how we can have, a policy enacted. And when this policy gets enacted, it protects the filmmaker, it protects the actors and actresses, and other crew and members of the, film industry. But we are yet to have that, because, the mindset, in our country, in our industry, needs a whole new education about who does what and who's in charge of that, and that's really hindering our work. It's hindering what we're supposed to be having in this 21st century. Sierra Leone has been doing films. Let's forget about my time within the industry. There are other filmmakers who has been there for over decades, 1-2 decades. But where has the industry taken all these filmmakers? What people are talking about our movie industry? I would say I am somewhat impressed with what I'm seeing going around. When it comes to Sierra Leone film industry, I see people are trying so hard to, get themselves, do good films, make sure that this film has good sound, lights, cameras. Because in order for you to market your work and for it to go international, you should be able to make sure when that film goes out, people can stay glued to it. They won't get distracted because, the sound quality is poor, or the light quality is poor, or the camera works are poor. So a movie that I recently have currently playing on Tubi, which is called The Scuffle. Fabian Swilly is part of that film as well. And we have Desmond Feeney and many other Sierra Leoneans and foreign West African cast that we incorporated. That film was shot with the intention to break international boundaries in order for it to go out there for the world to see. When government sees things like that, I think that should actually motivate them to invest into the film sector, to know that the film sector will not only, bring revenue to the country, but it would create jobs, for youths in our society. And that alone is bringing income for the government. But yet we are still dragging our feet, to see whether we want to enact these policies or whether we want to promote the film industry. Producers are struggling. Producers are going through a lot. I'm a registered producer, just like my colleague there in the producing field. And we know these are major challenges that we constantly talking about, and it does affect, how you want to continue investing. Imagine for somebody who has an option, meaning I have another career, to see this happening, for me to continue, I always tell people it's because I am truly passionate about Sierra Leone industry, especially the film industry. I am truly committed to seeing our country, become a nation where the world can see the talent that we have within. But we are calling on stakeholders to really support and embrace our work.
Okay. Well, we can only thank you very much indeed, dear lady Isatu Kakay-Diallo, who's the Chief Executive Producer for Salone Discoveries and President CEO of KID-AFAN Co. Limited, joining us all the way from New York, United States of America.
Victor, they have a movie, an upcoming premiere there in the US, the movie Damaged. It says it's based on a true story. Isatu, could you please take us through the movie Damaged? It says it's based on true story, that movie and the premiere information.
Of course. Damage is based on a true story, meaning it's going to be premiered here in the United States, Maryland to be precise, at 129 Centerway Greenbelt, Maryland. And it will be premiered on the 18th of August, which is Sunday coming. So tickets are going on sale right now. Time for red carpet is 7 p.m. and the screening itself is 8 o'clock. So we want you to be there on time to support Sierra Leone film industry, support Sierra Leone filmmakers. Dr. Isatu Kakay-Diallo happens to be one of the executive producers, one of the cast within the film, one of the producers, and more. And also Adeyemi Ladner happens to be the writer, the director, the actor, the producer and executive producer, followed by, Emil, followed by, Fatima and Fatih Banks, Khadija. So too many of us are in this. We are all Sierra Leoneans promoting Sierra Leonean work overseas and home. So we want you guys to come and support us. We want you guys to come and be part of it. And trust me, you won't miss this. I've watched the film. I'm in love with it. And I'm a movie critic. I'll tell you that. For me to love it, trust me, you will love it too. And it's something that I would say the game changer is on this one again. Thank you so much.
All right. Dr. President Isatu, we thank you very much indeed for being part of the program this